Welcome back to MyGM mode 2K24 ECW. I am your host, attackslug. It is the go-home show for Hell in a Cell. And we promised Blair a match with Becky on the program today. But also, first things first, at the foremost, we have the fact that the ECW card can block 3 randomly selected champions in next week's show, which is a PLE pay-per-view. Which means, yes, I want to use this. For purchase, get schooled, rehab, and pre-match physio. The physio, maybe I could use that. Let's go look at our actual roster stamina here. Seth at 55, Gunta 66, 60, 76, 73, 54, 63, 41 for A-Town down, 87, 79, 74, and 84. So really just Theory is kind of down there, and honestly, Theory does not need to work a match this week, so we can keep Theory sitting on the couch, sitting in catering, and do we actually spend a whole honkin' heap of dough on logistics? It's a very good question. Maybe the 50 and not the 100. Believe me, I'd love to get the 100 for a show quality, capacity, and more importantly, ticket price. So I'll think about it. We know things get all shambly once these current feuds are done, and then, all right, what's going to be the next round? So, one thing I know for sure, though, is that who's been carrying this show all week? It's been our mid-card feud. It's been Gunta and Cedric have been knocking it out of the park as compared to the rest of this whole freaking roster. So, those guys lock in. Now, Triple H wants a cage match. No. Because a cage match will cost 54,000 and resolve that rivalry. I'm not looking to resolve anything at this juncture. And so we promised one Blair Davenport a match with Becky Lynch. So yes, that one happening on the opening of the show. They have a pretty okay stamina. Are there any other promises that we have promised to anybody else? No, it's just Blair and Becky. So also, noted, Anderson and Gallows work well as a tag team. Imagine that. Who would have thunk it? But yes, the tag team division continues knocking it out of the park with those 4 men. So there we go with those tag teams. Anderson at 54 is but you know, we'll manage. And they're at level 3. So honestly, well, it's the same here as it is here. So would this tag team match get a better rating than Blair and Becky? It's hard to say. 15 and 5 versus 10, 10, 5, and 10. Let's change it up. And in the mid-card, because they've been stinking it up, honestly, I could totally just have a promo for these two and let Seth rest his back some more. So Dominic calls out Seth. We do need, I guess, Joaquin Wilde here, who gained a bunch of pop, needs to face a heel giant. So let's go look for one of those in Talent Scouts. We currently don't have one. But we do have Slade, who is a heel specialist. 1 week, 3.5, sure. Slade, come on down to face Joaquin Wilde. And no, Post Malone, sorry, not happening. My apologies to Posty. But Joaquin Wilde versus Slade. And because his stamina is 87, at least give me a tables match. Current show cost at 9K. I could book another promo for, like, charity, but I want the full 12 points for Seth. Now, honestly, we do need charity promos, but if I spend the hundo on the arena, I won't be able to afford to do both because charity promos cost, like, 13K, right? It's not cheap. I'm sorry, 12K. So I don't have that in the coffers. So, let's do the concert hall. It's perhaps a mistake this early on in the playthrough, but with the improved show quality and the improved ticket price, that means we're going to make more on every show moving forward, and certainly we need that. So somewhat escaping these bingo halls, spending 100 on that, which means we have 23 in the bank. This show better make some bank. Here's hoping. And we do have the 12 we need for the book 12 or more on these shows. Unfortunately, unless we get a double boost here on this one, it won't end at Hell in a Cell, and we kind of need it to. I think the big money match certainly is Seth and Gunther, but we're not quite there just yet. Otherwise, power cards, it's just rehab. We don't need to use that right now, obviously. I will hold off on buying the physio card, and otherwise, like, I don't want to spend any more. It's already just bottom of the barrel here because it is indeed ECFNW. So, locking in the Go Home show for Hell in a Cell. Total cost $9K. We need to make some back for reals. Non-title tag team opener. Is it Blizz Cliz? No, they lose again. Kaiser and Coffee, 2.5 stars. Tables match, Joaquin and Slade brings us Joaquin with the win, 1.5 stars, and a new rivalry, sure. Now, was it a good choice to put Becky and Blair here instead of the opener? Let's find out. Becky Lynch, big time, 2.5. So they will finish the fight at pay-per-view, and then we're going to have Becky cutting those charity promos, if we can afford them, next week. The Call Out, level 1 to level 2. And your main event. The champion of TV is here. The king of TV is in the building. The ring general.
But Cedric Alexander does possess the skills to back up the aforementioned cockiness.
The skills to pay the bills. Let's go. Ding, ding, ding. With the men who are carrying the Land of Extreme. And the open hand slaps, the disrespect at the open here. Oops, there we go. Headstand on the headlock. It's good stuff there. Gunther in danger here on the ring apron. Here comes Alexander and whiffs the whole thing. Good job. Pump handle. Gunther, powerbomb time. That might be it. Stacks them up. 1, 2, a 2 count. And you don't taunt after that. You just didn't. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? Gunther, boot in the corner. Maybe we're nearing the end of this matchup, but maybe not. Cedric with the comeback. Hitting the clotheslines. Into the corner. Big splash. To the ropes. Ducks it. Big clothesline. Kips up. And then up to the gut. Up. Brain buster. Pinfall. A 1, a 2, and a 2 count. Oh, the roll up. Is that enough? 1, 2, and it was. Wow, on the roll up. And we get 3.5 stars. It was great. Over on Monday Night Raw, we open with a triple threat non-title, Truth, Waller, and D'Angelo. And the winner is going to be Grayson Waller, the Aussie icon. It was 3 stars good. The tag team call-out was weak. Tiffy and Indy Hartwell gets the job done. It is a 2.5. Otis, I'm coming. Gets +1. Mid-card Valhalla, Mia Yim. It is Mitch and Mia Yim. It was 3 stars. And the women's title main events, the show here. Mela is money? No! Nikita is champion. 3 stars. And then WCW, Fallon Henley versus Cora Jade with a JC Jane run-in. And it is Cora Jade with the win. It was 2 stars, mediocre. Shoosh Please versus Wolfgang. And that gives you Chad Gable. And it was 1.5 stars, new rivalry. Mid-card tag team, Nakamura Scripps versus Tozawa and Josh Briggs. And we get the power of Tozawa is 2 stars. In a main event triple threat, Kit Wilson, Carmelo Hayes, and Dijak. And it is the Dijak. Big man, feast your eyes, 2 stars. And so, I got good booking, and good booking, and good booking, but I only had the best match on the main event of all of these matchups. And so, we get 40,306, and we make 59 with that new arena. Raw does 39, so right there, neck and neck, and they make more than I did. And WCW does 42. They had a fan bonus there for 10K, and they made 59. So they use a power card, obviously, for that other fan bonus. Which means the rankings stay the same for now. It's about 1,400 over Raw, and 13,500 behind Eazy-E and WCW. But it's time tomorrow for Hell in a Cell, and Seth Rollins wants something. Hey boss, he wants to tag with Joaquin Wilde. Considering your match quality, Seth, honestly, sure. Let's do a tag team thing with you and Joaquin Wilde versus Dom and a jobber. I must keep my promises. And Blair Davenport wants to fight Becky again. Don't worry, tomorrow. Sounds good, Blair. Triple H wants 1 submission match, and the card is a pretty good card to increase the fans gained by the show. And yeah. So we'll see on that at the end of the week, on week 1 of 5. And we'll see how it goes. I'm attackslug. Thanks for watching more videos right here. I'll see you next time, and I'm out.